my miracles, it is that time again this week. Another coffee and crime. Grab your coffee. We're gonna talk some crime. This is a very, very famous case, and it is JonBenet Ramsey. So JonBenet Patricia Ramsey was born on August 6, 1990, to parents Patsy and John Ramsey in Atlanta, Georgia. John Ramsey was a businessman and president of a computer company. Patsy Ramsey was crowned Miss West Virginia in 1977. John and Patsy married in 1980 in Atlanta, Georgia. They had Burke, JonBenet's older brother, and JonBenet before moving to Boulder, Colorado in 1991. Patsy entered JonBenet in a numerous amount of child beauty pageants in Colorado, which won JonBenet titles such as Little Miss Colorado and National Tiny Miss Beauty. On December 26, 1996, around 5:52 in the morning, Patsy called 911 to report her daughter missing. Patsy stated she realized her daughter was missing after she found a 2.5-page handwritten ransom note on the kitchen stairs. The police arrived within minutes and conducted a search of the Ramsey home. It was stated that an officer went to the basement door of the home, which was secured by a wooden latch, paused for a moment, but walked away. Unknown to the officer, JonBenet's body was on the other side of the door. So I'm going to read to you the ransom note that was found on the kitchen stairs, and it is lengthy, so we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Mr. Ramsey, listen carefully. We are a group of individuals that represent a small foreign faction. We respect your business, but not the country that it serves. At this time, we have your daughter in our possession. She is safe and unharmed, and if you want her to see 1997, you must follow our instructions to the letter. You will withdraw $118,000 from your account. $100,000 will be in $100 bills, and the remaining $18,000 in $20 bills. Make sure that you bring an adequate size attaché to the bank. When you get home, you will put the money in a brown bag. I will call you between 8 and 10 a.m. tomorrow to instruct you on delivery. The delivery will be exhausting, so I advise you to be rested. If we monitor you getting the money early, we might call you early to arrange an earlier delivery of the money and hence earlier pick up your daughter. Any deviation of my instructions will result in the immediate execution of your daughter. You will also be denied her remains for proper burial. The two gentlemen watching over your daughter do not particularly like you, so I advise you not to provoke them. Speaking to anyone about your situation, such as police, FBI, etc., will result in your daughter being beheaded. If we catch you talking to a stray dog, she dies. If you alert bank authorities, she dies. You will be scanned for electronic devices, and if any are found, she dies. You can try to deceive us, but be warned that we are familiar with law enforcement countermeasures and tactics. You stand a 99% chance of killing your daughter if you try to outsmart us. Follow our instructions and you stand a 100% chance of getting her back. You and your family are under constant scrutiny as well as the authorities. Don't try to grow a brain, John. You are not the only fat cat around, so don't think that killing will be difficult. Don't underestimate us, John. Use that southern common sense of yours. It is up to you now, John. Victory. SBTC. So that is the ransom note in length. Friends, a family advocate, and a minister arrived to comfort and support the Ramsey family. Some of these people began to pick up and clean surfaces in the kitchen, possibly destroying evidence. Detective Arndt arrived around 8 a.m. and asked a friend of the family and John Ramsey to search the house again to make sure nothing had been overlooked. The first thing John did was go to the latched basement door that the officer overlooked before. There lay JonBenet. Her mouth was covered by duct tape, a nylon cord was found around her neck and wrists, and her torso was covered up by a white blanket. John Ramsey immediately picked his daughter up, which contaminated the crime scene, and took her body upstairs. Patsy stated that JonBenet was wearing white leggings and a shirt, not the clothing she was wearing when she put her daughter to bed the night before. So the investigation, since the crime scene, the home, and the area where JonBenet's body was found was contaminated, it made the investigation very difficult. What made it difficult were a number of things, such as lack of experienced technical staff and delayed informal interviews with John and Patsy Ramsey. So the autopsy revealed JonBenet had been killed by strangulation and a skull fracture. The cause of strangulation was a garrote that was made from a length of nylon cord and the broken handle of a paintbrush. There was no evidence of conventional rape, yet sexual assault could not be ruled out. The autopsy also revealed a vegetable or fruit-like material which may have represented pineapple. It was shown that JonBenet had eaten this material a few hours before her death. Photographs of the home taken on the day when JonBenet's body was discovered revealed a bowl of pineapple on the kitchen table with a spoon in it. However, John and Patsy said they do not remember feeding pineapple to JonBenet. Yet JonBenet's 9-year-old brother Burke's fingerprints were found on the bowl of pineapple. John and Patsy stated that Burke had slept through the entire episode until he was awakened by police. So there are two theories kind of floating in the air about this case. And of course, the first one was the intruder theory. This was pursued by the Boulder District Attorney's Office, who had developed a relationship with the Ramseys. The reason for this theory was an unidentified boot mark found in the basement room where JonBenet's body was found. The theory was that an intruder broke into the Ramsey house through the basement window. The intruder used a stun gun to subdue JonBenet, then took her to the basement where the intruder killed her, leaving a ransom note. It was determined there were more than 100 burglaries in the Ramseys' neighborhood. There were also 38 registered sex offenders living within a 2-mile radius of the Ramseys' home. So this theory could have been possible. The second theory was that a family member was involved in JonBenet's death. From the police's perspective, they did not see any forced entry, saw evidence of actual staging of the crime scene, such as the lengthy ransom note, and did not find the Ramseys cooperative in the investigation. One theory is that Patsy struck JonBenet in a fit of rage over bedwetting and then strangled her to cover it up. It must be said that the district attorney's office presented 437 items of evidence that pointed away from the Ramseys. However, they were unsuccessful in challenging the police department's steadfast belief that the Ramseys were guilty. Do I lean toward John and Patsy? Maybe JonBenet's brother Burke? An unidentified intruder? I don't know. I really don't. Like many others, this case has a big question mark. And I think it will stay unsolved. That's just my opinion. I think unless someone or another piece of evidence just miraculously appears, I think this case will stay unsolved for forever. There's so many questions about this crime that just has me so confused and baffled. So the aftermath of this In the summer of 1997, approximately 6 months after JonBenet was killed, the Ramseys left Boulder and moved back to Atlanta, Georgia. Patsy died in 2006 of ovarian cancer and was buried next to her daughter. The parents were continuously under scrutiny. Everyone thought that they had done something, that they had killed their own daughter. Patsy went to her grave claiming her innocence. Do I believe them? I don't know. Like I said, I'm really clueless on this crime. So the research that I did, of course, was Wikipedia and YouTube. So that is my episode this week for Coffee and Crime. This crime will continue to haunt America, continue to haunt me. So if you guys like this video, click that like button. And if you are not yet a miracle and want to be, click that subscribe button. Watch a miracle happen. Also click the notification bell. I love you guys so much. I will see you tomorrow.